stand and join me for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Supervisor Evans?
Here.
Councilman Malone?
Present.
Councilman Perticone?
Here.
Councilman Weiner?
Here.
And attorney for the town.
Here.
Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. First, I want to start off by saying thank you to the community for putting your trust in me. I'm looking forward to engaging with all of our boards and our community and for this to be the most productive and effective of all for our people. Unfortunately, at the end of last year, several key positions in our government were either downgraded or eliminated entirely from the budget. These essential positions help the government work for you and the community in large. Already on day one, we are looking at how to best address this situation and fix and repair some items. However, I must say that the staff and employees that I've met today has been wonderful, and I've been very impressed. I think that we have a great community. I think we have great workers. I think we have great people who really care about the direction of our town. I want to thank them all for their time, their service, their dedication to our town, and their willingness to teach me the things that I will learn and that I do not know. I look forward to the bright days ahead. We will continue to work for the benefit of our town and for the betterment of our community. Thank you. We'll now move to the items for the board action. Madam Clerk, could you please read the first board item for action?
Item number 1, authorizing the appointment of the town clerk for the town of Irondequoit.
Can I get a motion?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion to adopt? I'm sorry. Could I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So Town Clerk Janier has been with the town for many years. Her appointment, however, expired on December 31st of 2023, so it has come time to appoint a new town clerk, and she has graciously agreed to a 3-month period as town clerk. And then from there, we'll see where things stand.
Are there any questions or comments? With that, I'll ask all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? This resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk, read the next item.
Item number 2, authorizing the appointment of a deputy supervisor for the town of Irondequoit.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As with the town clerk position, the deputy supervisor position had an expiration date of December 31st, 2023. Councilmember Perticone graciously served as the deputy supervisor for many years. But at this point, Councilmember Weiner is being put forth as the next candidate to be deputy supervisor. This would be a 2-year term.
Any questions or comments? With that, I'll ask all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
I abstain.
The resolution is adopted. Madam
Just
Clerk,
like
Item
to
number-
add
next
one
item.
thing quickly, if I just could. I just thank John for your service to the town. Big shoes to fill, and appreciate all that you've done in the past.
You're welcome, thank you.
Yeah, and I second that motion. And I look forward to working with you, Councilman Weiner. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item number 3, authorizing the appointment of assistant to the town supervisor for the town of Irondequoit.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
Can I get a second? Can I get an explanation?
Certainly, Mr. Supervisor. So this would appoint Justine Bartnick to the position of Assistant to the Supervisor. Because this was not a budgeted position, the money for this position, including the benefits, would be coming from the general fund.
Okay, so obviously it's not in the budget, this position, correct? I mean, I just think that down the road, wages and benefits coming out of the general fund, I think it's a road that I don't think we can continue going down. We use the general fund for different things other than wages and benefits. It's a lot of it's public works, there's a lot of stuff that we do, but I think for this time, because I know we have a good cushion in our general fund, which is through a lot of hard work through everyone. And I think that for this time, it's okay, but I just think it's a avenue and it's a road we shouldn't continuously go down, keep hiring. If we hire people, we should find other avenues to pay them and not continuously take the money out of the general fund.
And I agree with you.
First one, if I could. John, is this the first time this has ever been done, to your knowledge?
That I know of, I think so, that we take wages and benefits out of there. Usually they'll find a position maybe that hasn't been filled for quite a while, and then they'll move the monies over, or they'll find it there. But I don't personally remember taking wages and benefits out of a general fund. This has nothing to do with the position of the person at all whatsoever. But like I said, it's not a practice that I think we should continue to do, or, it's nothing that I want to keep practicing, taking the monies out of the general fund for wages and benefits, that's all.
I would agree with you, Mr. Burticone, and also Mr. Grant, that this is not a position that we have to take. However, I have just met with every department head and looked at almost every line in the budget. And unfortunately, the cuts to the budget didn't leave any other option. So the choices are either I go forward with only me on my staff, or that we do something that hasn't been done before, because what was done at the end of the last session had never been done before. So we need a functioning government. We need people to work in the government in the positions that we need to have them function. So with that,
One thing I will say, I think there's a secretary position in the supervisor's office, which is in the budget, so we won't be going through this.
Okay, so with the secretary position, the position was downgraded at a rate that I can't possibly hire someone to function at. What I need is an assistant to the supervisor. Ms. Bartnick comes with a master's degree from the University of London. She comes with a wealth of experience, and that is what our town needs currently, and that is the position that I would recommend we take.
Well, going forward, I'd like to see a resume as well, too. I don't have a resume in front of me.
And I can agree with Councilman Pertico. Nothing against the
Yeah.
individual supervisor, but.
No, it's got nothing to do with the individual.
I can provide a resume.
Okay.
I'm basically in agreement with everything everyone's saying, and I think this does come with careful consideration and absolute necessity at this point. And
Any more questions? With that, I'll ask all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, nay. This resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk, read the next item.
Item number 4, approving the appointment of a director of recreation for the town of Irondequoit.
Can I get a motion to adopt?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Any explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The current Director of Recreation is Shannon Grieve, and I have heard many just wonderful things about the job that she's doing while sitting here on this dais, and this resolution would appoint her to another 2-year term as Director of Recreation.
I have to say that I'm excited about working with Shannon. She has some great ideas, and I think she's done a great job since she's been here, and I really look forward to working with her should this resolution be adopted. Any further questions? With that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Item number 5, authorizing the appointment of controller for the town of Irondequoit.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So this would be for the appointment of comptroller for another 2-year term. Diana Marsh has been the comptroller for as long as I've been here, and has certainly garnered just glowing reviews. So this would be to appoint her again for another 2-year term.
And again, I look forward to working with you. Any questions? With that, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Item number 6, approving the reappointment of Commissioner of the Department of Public Works for the town of Irondequoit.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This is for the appointment of the Director of Public Works. Aaron McGee has very capably served for almost 2 years as the DPW Commissioner, and this would appoint her to another 2-year term.
Any questions? I look forward to, I think we have a great DPW, not only Aaron, but the entire staff. And I really look forward to working with all the members of the DPW. With that, all ask in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? This resolution is adopted.
Item number 7, reappointing a planning board chairman.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Please explain.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So the current planning board chair, the term expires December 31st of 2023. So this would be for another 2-year term to reappoint the current chair. And you've worked with him. Can you pronounce his last name for me?
Baluch.
Okay, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Bernie is a great chairman. He cares about the community and he's led the planning board well. And I fully look forward to having him continue. With that, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Number 8, designating an official town newspaper.
Can I get a motion to adopt?
Moved.
Second?
Second.
Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So town law requires that the town designate an official newspaper. This would be for any notices that go out that are required by law. So if there's a bid that goes out or any, types of official postings, for example, of meetings, then it would be posted in the official newspaper. And for the last several years, the town has used the Daily Record. Many municipalities do, given the withdrawal of many of the local newspapers, sadly. So this would, for the next year, designate the Daily Record as the town's official newspaper.
Any other questions? With that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Number 9, bonding town officials, clerks, and employees.
Can I get a motion to adopt?
Moved.
Second? Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Public officers law requires that there be some sort of surety in the form of a bond or an undertaking for all town employees. Should there be any sort of loss due to a failure of that employee to faithfully perform their duties. And so this just authorizes a blanket undertaking for all town staff, including, and this would include the town justices, for this undertaking.
Any questions? With that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Item number 10, requiring checks to be countersigned by the comptroller.
Can I get a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So this just requires that the checks actually be physically signed by the comptroller in addition to the other signature that would be authorized to do so. It's a financial control that Diana, I believe, is recognized or is required by the auditors. So this just allows and requires the comptroller to countersign each check.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Item number 11, authorizing the appointments of the Deferred Compensation Committee.
Motion to adopt?
Moved.
Can I get a second? Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The town maintains a deferred compensation committee, and these people kind of just serve as the sounding board for all the deferred compensation plans, make recommendations to the town board. So the terms for there's 5 members. The terms expired on December 31st of 2025. So this resolution would put forward 5 different names from different areas of the town to serve on the Deferred Compensation Committee. The first would be Jason Vanette, the Director of Human Resources, Diana Marsh, the Comptroller, Scott Davis, Captain Jessica Franco, and Nora Pellish from the library. And I would like to note that that is a change from the materials that were circulated. Originally, my mistake, I had identified Shannon Grieve. I had not spoken with her about it. She might be willing to serve, but Nora had already spoken with the Director of Human Resources about it and said that she would be on board, and he agrees that she would be a good addition. So we will need a motion to amend the resolution to add Nora instead of Shannon, and then we can vote on it.
Can I get a motion to amend the resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
With that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Okay. Item number 12, opening competitive bids.
Can I get a motion to adopt?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Can I get an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So this is another one of those annual resolutions that the town has to do every year. And when the town follows its procurement policy and the procurement laws of New York State, sometimes that's in the form of a public bid. This particular resolution would allow the town clerk or the deputy town clerk to actually open those bids when they come in at the time that they're supposed to be opened.
Any further questions? With that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. This concludes our organization meeting of January 2nd, 2024. Our next meeting is the workshop meeting on Tuesday, January 9th, 2024 at 4 p.m. here in the Broderick Room. Our next regular meeting is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Oh, I was second, I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The meeting is adjourned.
Congratulations. First.